Adventure anime isn't just about swords and monsters. It's about pain, glory, and that one character who refuses to die. Today, we're diving into 10 adventure anime so addictive you'll forget sleep even exists. Kicking off with number 10, Frieren, Beyond Journey's End. So Frieren and her squad already beat the Demon King. World saved. Roll credits, right? Nope, that's just episode 1. This story starts after the happy ending, and Frieren, the chill, immortal elf mage, realizes, wait, my human friends die fast? Talk about an existential crisis with sparkles. The anime is slow-paced, but not boring slow, more like emotional gut punch in slow motion. You're vibing, then bam, a line about time, mortality, or soup hits you like a truck full of feels. It's visually stunning, calm, and somehow more painful than your favorite shonen death scene. Frieren doesn't scream or fight dragons every episode. She quietly breaks your heart while searching for meaning in eternity. It's a rare anime that makes silence feel powerful and tears feel earned. But don't get too sad, because blowing up to number 9 is straight up Viking therapy. This is Emmaverse Anime. Watch this video to the end and hit that subscribe button now. Sliding to number 9, Vinland Saga. You think this is just about Vikings chopping heads? Nah, this is revenge, regret, and existentialism. The anime. Thorfinn starts out as your classic angry kid on a murder mission, until life drop-kicks him into adulthood and guilt. Season 1? Straight carnage. Axes flying, people screaming, and Askeladd being the most charismatic manipulator alive. Season 2, though? No fighting. Just farming. Yes, you heard right. Farming. And somehow it's still peak storytelling. This show teaches patience, pain, and emotional maturity faster than your therapist ever could. Thorfinn's character arc goes from I'll kill him to I'll forgive him, and the transition will emotionally suplex you. The animation? Gorgeous. The soundtrack? Viking gospel. And the lessons? Timeless. Vinland Saga proves adventure doesn't always mean chaos. Sometimes it's the calm after the storm that breaks you the most. But before you start self-reflecting, we're diving deeper into despair with number 8. Landing on number 8, Made in Abyss. Oh look! Cute kids on a magical adventure. Wrong. This anime is a psychological horror wearing a Ghibli costume. Riko wants to find her mom deep in the abyss, a pit filled with monsters, curses, and pure trauma. She teams up with Reg, a boy-robot hybrid who's basically emotional damage with arms, and they descend to the darkness like they've never heard of safety regulations. The deeper they go, the more disturbing it gets. You'll see pain, beauty, and nightmare fuel all in one episode. And somehow you'll still keep watching, because that's Made in Abyss, a cruel, haunting masterpiece that proves curiosity really does kill the cat. The soundtrack is angelic, the art divine, but the emotions? Brutal. You'll laugh, cry, then question your morals. Honestly, it's like if Finding Nemo took a hard turn into Hellraiser. But don't crawl out of the pit yet, because looking at number 7, humanity's fighting back. Literally. Looking at number 7, Attack on Titan. If Chaos had a theme song, this would be it. Humanity's trapped behind walls, giant naked monsters are eating people like snacks, and Eren Yeager's out here screaming about freedom every 5 minutes. Season 1's pure adrenaline, people flying with 3D gear like angry Spider-Men while the world burns. But then surprise, it's not just monster slaying, it's political warfare, time travel, moral philosophy, and betrayal every 10 minutes. You think you know who's right? You don't. The animation evolves, the stakes skyrocket, and the deaths, too many to count. Levi moves like gravity gave up, Mikasa slices like she's late for therapy, and Armin's brain should honestly get its own spin-off. By the final season, you're emotionally wrecked, morally confused, and whispering, was Eren the hero or the villain? Attack on Titan doesn't just end, it detonates. But keep your ODM gear ready, because smashing into number 6 is a literal brotherhood forged in regret. Rolling into number 6, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Lesson 1, don't try to resurrect your mom. Lesson 2, don't play God with alchemy. The Elric brothers broke both rules in the first 10 minutes. Now, Edward's missing limbs, Alphonse is trapped in armor, and together they're chasing redemption and the Philosopher's Stone. This anime is legendary for a reason. It balances humor, heartbreak, and pure, oh my god, that's genius storytelling. Every character feels alive, even the villains, who are basically walking metaphors for sin with great hair. The fights? Iconic. The emotions, devastating. You'll go from laughing at Ed's height jokes to crying over Nina in record time. The world building is rich, the pacing perfect, and the ending, flawless. Brotherhood isn't just an adventure, it's an emotional dissertation on humanity, sacrifice, and consequences. And speaking of small kings with massive hearts, stepping up to number 5, bouncing into number 5, ranking of kings. If Innocence had plot armor, his name would be Bojji. Our tiny mute prince gets clowned on for being weak, but jokes on them because this kid has more courage than an entire army. Ranking of Kings looks like a fairy tale drawn by toddlers, but the emotional depth could drown you. Every episode is a combo of wholesomeness and heartbreak. Bojji's optimism slaps harder than any Shunen power-up, and his bond with Kai, a literal shadow creature, is pure friendship goals. The animation's simple, yet the storytelling, ruthless. Characters you hate one minute become heroes the next. It's funny, tragic, and uplifting in ways you don't expect. You'll cheer, cry, then whisper, protect Bojji at all costs. It's the kind of anime that makes you believe in kindness again, right before it breaks your heart. But grab your sword, because slicing through to number 4, things get dark. Slashing into number 4, Dororo. Hyakkimaru was born missing. Well, everything. Eyes, limbs, skin, you name it. His dad sold his body parts to demons for power, proving that anime dads remain undefeated in being absolute trash. Now Hyakkimaru's out here hunting demons to reclaim his body, one gruesome fight at a time. The journey's bloody, poetic, and surprisingly human. Each monster he slays gives him a piece of himself back, but also strips away his innocence. And then there's Dororo, the chaotic kid who balances the mood like comedic therapy. Together, they're the most dysfunctional but lovable duo since Tanjiro and Zenitsu. The show's visuals are stunning, the sword fights are crisp, and the emotional depth will punch you straight in the chest. It's a moral roller coaster about revenge, identity, and what it really means to be human. But don't catch your breath yet, because number 3, it'll mess with your head in the best way possible. Charging into number 3, Hunter's Hunter. Gon just wants to find his dad. Sounds simple, right? Wrong. His dad's a ghost with commitment issues, and Gon's idea of bonding is fighting near-death opponents for fun. Along the way, he meets Killua, a walking trauma sandwich with assassin reflexes, and together they create one of anime's greatest friendships. What starts as a light-hearted adventure spirals into dark territory faster than you can say Nen. Every arc feels like a whole new show. The Hunter exam? Classic. York New City? Brutal. Chimera Ant? Straight-up psychological warfare. This anime flips shonen cliches upside down and then lectures them on morality. Gon's descent into rage is both terrifying and beautiful, while Killua's loyalty will have you ugly crying by episode 100. The pacing's wild, but the writing? Genius. You don't just watch Hunter x Hunter, you experience it, and it changes you. But trust me, number 2, it's a masterpiece of hype and ego. Flexing into number 2, Solo Leveling. Weakest hunter alive, Sung Jin-woo walks into a dungeon and walks out God. Solo leveling is basically every gamer's fantasy, but with 10 times the testosterone and a soundtrack that makes you feel unstoppable. Watching Jin-woo's evolution is pure serotonin. He doesn't just level up, he ascends. Every battle is animated like someone poured money and passion directly into your eyeballs. The Shadow Army? Iconic. The drip? Illegal. But beneath the cool factor, there's this quiet loneliness that keeps him human. He's fighting monsters, politics, and the terrifying reality of infinite power. It's ReZero meets The Witcher with gym rat energy. By episode 3, you're already flexing imaginary stats in real life. Solo leveling doesn't just feed your power fantasies, it crowns you with them. But if you thought Jinwoo's solo grind was epic, wait till you see the King of Adventure anime at number 1. Sailing into number 1, One Piece. Over 1,000 episodes, and it's still cooking! One Piece isn't just an anime, it's a lifestyle, a religion, and a full-time emotional investment. Luffy's dream of becoming Pirate King sounds simple, but the journey? Absolutely insane. Every island is its own movie. Every crewmate a masterpiece of storytelling. You'll laugh at Luffy's stupidity, cry at Nami's past, and salute Zoro for being perpetually lost. The world building is so rich it makes other anime look like side quests. And Oda? The man's writing foreshadows events from decades ago like a mad genius. It's adventure, comedy, tragedy, and philosophy wrapped in one giant rubber-punching saga. The emotional payoffs are unreal. When One Piece hits, it hits. It's not just about chasing treasure, it's about chasing dreams, friendship, and freedom. One Piece is proof that adventure never dies, it just sails forward. And there you have it. 10 adventure anime that'll glue you to the screen, wreck your emotions, and revive your love for storytelling. Which one's your favorite? Drop your answer in the comments. If this list fired you up, hit that like button, subscribe for more anime chaos, and I'll see you in the next adventure.